Michele Bachmann stepping down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got her. Michele Bachmann goes down. Down goes Bachmann. Down goes Bachmann. Down goes Bachmann. So, why is she stepping down? You know, she's only had 4 terms. Overall, it's going to be 8 years. Jimmy Dore made a great point about this earlier today. She said, you know, the president can only serve 8 years because of the Constitution. Not really true. 10 years. But way to read into that Constitution, Michele Bachmann. Winner all the way through here. So she's going to tell us in her own words in a video that's over 8.5 minutes. Now, we're not going to show you the whole thing. Let's show you some of the highlights. First, here's her announcement.
After a great deal of thought and deliberation, I have decided next year I will not seek a 5th congressional term to represent the wonderful people of the 6th District of Minnesota.
God, she's such an awesome weirdo. Why is there music in the background? Why do you look like you're out of American Psycho? What are you doing? Okay, fine. So she says, now she's going to tell us why she's not stepping down. These are not the reasons, okay? Let's watch.
Be assured, my decision was not in any way influenced by any concerns about my being reelected to Congress. I've always in the past defeated candidates who are capable, qualified, and well-funded. And I have every confidence that if I ran, I would again defeat the individual who I defeated last year.
Now, I would only mention that if I was actually super concerned about it. If I was going to win by 30 points, I wouldn't have mentioned that in my video. In fact, of course, she only won by 1.25%, almost lost her very conservative district in Minnesota to Jim Graves. Jim Graves, according to the latest polls, which came out less than 10 days ago, is in the lead, 47 to 45. And by the way, man, this is a historically early fold. I mean, it's not like we're 6 months from the election and you really are forced into a decision. If someone else is going to run from your party, they really need to make sure they get ready in time. I mean, she's about 6 months in and she's like, nah, I'm done, man. He took the lead already. I've got nothing but going downhill from here. But it's not just that she might lose her seat. There's one other aspect, or I should say, one other aspect that's definitely not the reason.
This decision was not impacted in any way by the recent inquiries into the activities of my former presidential campaign or my former presidential staff.
Oh, no. It's definitely not the ethical issues that are haunting me right now that are being raised by Congress, investigated based on how I ran my presidential campaign and my staff. It's definitely not that, but I really got to go. Bye. Bachmann, right? Go. Now, she says, look, all that stuff you hear about how I might lose and ethical concerns, etc., liberal media, obviously.
I fully anticipate the mainstream liberal media to put a detrimental spin on my decision not to seek a 5th term. They always seem to attempt to find a dishonest way to disparage me.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know, the terribly dishonest thing we do to disparage her is to quote her. For example, from later in her speech.
I've identified at the outset of the so-called Arab Spring this administration's foreign policy blunders and how those blunders have contributed into turning the Middle East into a devastating, evil jihadist earthquake.
The Middle East is now a devastating, evil jihadist earthquake? That's what it is? Now, when we quote her on that, she's like, goddamn liberal media. You see that? Taking the words out of my mouth and repeating them. How dare they? I wonder how she got that reputation for being a nut job. I can't quite tell. And what's hilarious is, as she's saying these insane things, it is an evil jihadist earthquake. There's like the pleasant music in the background. Like, doo-doo-doo, evil jihadist earthquake. So, Michele Bachmann, I know, look, you probably got to go tend to your family. You know, Marcus is busy with the gay reparative therapy, etc. So, I mean, you obviously don't have time to do anything else. That's why you're quitting your job as a congressperson, or you're going to, not run again when your term is up. So you don't have time for anything else, obviously, right? I mean, this is a very important job. If you don't have time for this, you don't have time for anything, right? Let's hear it.
There is no future option or opportunity, be it directly in the political arena or otherwise, that I won't be giving serious consideration if it can help save and protect our great nation for future generations.
That's awesome. She's like, don't get me wrong, there isn't anything I won't do. Just call me. Okay, reality show, I'm in. Any of you want me to run as your VP later? Obviously, I can't win the presidency. I sucked at that. I already tried, got my ass kicked. But I am a woman. I could play that Sarah Palin role for you guys. I'm just as cuckoo as her. I can also see Russia from my house. She's just, I'm telling you, if you need anything, dog, call me up. So what happened? I thought you had to go. Yeah, in other words, of course you're worried about losing your seat next time around and getting embarrassed. If she loses her congressional seat, she's nobody's VP. She's not a relevant person anymore. Now she can retire and say, oh, I went out on top. Oh, man, I'll tell you, if I'd stayed in there, probably could have stayed in there 2 or 3 decades, that's for sure. And those ethical investigations and misappropriate actions during the, or inappropriate actions during the presidential campaign, no, don't worry about that. Yeah, I got that thing figured out.